this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Cousins on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And now it's second down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On third down, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's third down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10-10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Third down and 8 yards.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. plays like that will continue to help him dig out of this hole.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
7-yard loss. Brings up third down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Vikings, nothing.
Cousins from the gun on third. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Cousins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And 8 yards.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Marcel Darius on the...
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Working out of the gun. Love. He's got Adams on the hookup. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Love now to pass on first down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the interception thrown by Cousins. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got it. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Green Bay.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete.
Aaron Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Packers 28, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On play action, Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments. The backup may see some time.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. To throw again. Love gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. First down, love to pass. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The tackle made at the
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1.
From the gun, Love. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are pouring it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Packers 35. Vikings nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it. Cool. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Cousins now. Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
At the 20-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Brought him down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Number 17, Davante Adams.
Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers continue to roll. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Packers 42, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
They run it again with Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Running for it, here's Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Looking out the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. That's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
1st down. Here's Cousins. And it's caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of...
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Off the play fake, Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
42.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles